2020 is the year that everything changed. Pretty lights. I say, hey, look, they're talking here, a short message across to your students. Let's say you wanted to create something like this where you could speak but not necessarily be videoed and present a quick little message to your students. Maybe you even wanted to create an entire podcast, but the thing was, you'd happily do a karaoke if you didn't have to stand on stage. And this is probably something that could work for you. I'm going to show you how Loom, I just use the desktop version, can actually help you capture your voice, but do it in a way that's a little bit more engaging. So Loom is an excellent piece of software. It's nice and simple to use. It's got a very, in terms of the learning curve is fairly flat. Exceptionally happy with the quality when you just host it. But you can export as a video as well, and for the pro version, you actually get very good quality as well. So let me get into how. Now at the moment, I am just in PowerPoint. It doesn't matter whether you want to use PowerPoint or Keynote or possibly Google Slides. You might have to look into the details behind that. As you can see, then I can actually have my voice being recorded and do it like a video style podcast. But maybe I don't feel comfortable with that. Maybe I would prefer to just be the voice. Okay, so in that case, I will change to the avatar, which is fine. And I can talk for a moment. I can have some titles on my screen and that may be engaging, but whether I will actually grab the attention of students or whoever's involved, that may not be the case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to my next slide. And in this case, I've got something that might capture your attention fairly quickly. And we'll pop that over here. Now, if I come back and click, there we go. So I can, if I want, be engaged with video as well. So if I want to talk about some video that's happening over here or over here, that's fine. I can go full screen. And this is all being recorded right now. You can see that literally it's just come from Pixabay. Okay, they're freely available, royalty free. They don't ask for any attribution or anything like that, which is awesome. If I only wanted a few seconds, maybe I might park myself here and then I could go ahead and push record. I could actually record just a few seconds and that might be fine. That may be all I want to say is, hey, look, did an amazing job with your assignments. Just keep in mind, not all videos will loop particularly well, and that probably brings me to the next point. So this one here will loop fairly well. So what I need to do is, first of all, animation, let's go with previous, and that means that it will actually start as soon as it gets to that slide. The animation will start. I won't have to tap anything. But the most important thing is to come to the playback and tick this box here, loop until stop. If you've got a clip that like this where it would actually be good for it to play over and over, so for example, if I get that going, you can kind of move this around and just really freak your students out. So this one, I haven't got it to play automatically, so I'm actually going to have to get it going. In terms of working in PowerPoint, where I can actually take the videos and make them loop, insert video. Let's grab this one here. Okay, I'll go ahead and insert that. Now, I'm not really too worried about the animation side of it, but I could just make it start with previous. That means it should just start as soon as I come into here. But the one that I'm more concerned about is right up here where I want to click loop until stopped. And so now, to be honest, I've probably chosen a video that won't necessarily loop particularly well, but it just means that it will just keep playing and doing its job that way. So let's just turn this back to the avatar for a moment and we'll go ahead and play this slide and see what it does. Here we go. And so obviously I can just try and find a place to move you out of the way. And if necessary, I could be talking to whatever's being drawn over there, especially if I've actually gone ahead and created this animation myself, which I will talk about another time. So you can see there's some really cool stuff, and these are all, a lot of these are off Pixabay. There's no real cost there, so I've put them together as a PowerPoint, so you'll just have people just drawn in and enjoying the beautiful aesthetic while you can be the talking head sharing a bit of information. These are all royalty free. They don't need any attribution. The avatar image could be whatever I like. I could replace that with an event coming out with details in there. I do like this. I think it's pretty trippy. Maybe I'll pop it there. You could even pop up some instructional videos, some whiteboard animations. I'll be talking about those at another time. Loop until stop. I can add as much static content as I like, but possibly with a younger person, it may keep them a little bit more engaged as you're talking, but they're not really particularly interested in looking at you, which may make you feel sad. If you don't want to do that, you could actually simply just go straight to the actual website and play it. But the problem with that, this is only going to go for 20 seconds or whatever it is. Where if I get into PowerPoint and looping, oh my gosh, that's pretty trippy. If you were just giving a very short message to your students, they would be buzzing, or your client or whoever it is. If you just wanted a quick chat, put your talking head somewhere. It could be used for both podcasting or short video messages that are just engaging. One thing I do like about Loom is that you don't have to download it. The quality on their site is really high, and you can put a call to action. So for example, for you to go to Loom to download the software, I am making these kind of videos because I wonder a lot. Man, this is very cool. And I look for workarounds. I like it. This is the time that we're in. There'll be more content to come. And we need other tools to do our job at the moment as teachers, educators, and people in business. Now, we all know about death by PowerPoint. The irony is that I'm in PowerPoint with a few little bits and pieces here and there. In the description below, I should probably add a link to Pixabay as an acknowledgement of the clips that I got from them. I'm Michael Studley. We'll ditch the webcam. And I've been wondering and finding workarounds. And cut. Karaoke would be your thing if you didn't have to stand on stage. Maybe you're not somebody who likes to spend time in front of the mirror singing into a microphone. That's a really weird way to end it, but